the most iconic, budget-friendly sports car of the early 2000s, the BMW E46. Whether you want a track weapon, a drift missile, or just a sporty daily driver, this car can suit all of your needs. Arguably one of the most iconic BMW 3 Series of all times. Well, today, I went ahead and got one for myself. So last night, I was scrolling on Marketplace like most of us do, and I found an insane deal on a BMW E46. And we are gonna go get the car today. As soon as my girl gets out of work, we're gonna take a 3-hour drive over to Melbourne, Florida to pick up this E46. So right now we're on the way to go check out the cheapest BMW on Facebook Marketplace that's manual and runs and drives. I'll tap back in with you guys when we get there. So we just got the new build for the channel. This is, god damn it, loud ass V8s over here. But like I was saying, we just got the new build for the channel. It is a E46 330 Ci, 5-speed manual, and it was literally the cheapest running and driving manual BMW that I could find on Marketplace right now. And the fact that it's a 330 Ci, not like a 323 or a 325, this is literally the best non-am E46 you could buy. And we're gonna be driving it back 3 hours to Miami with no plates.
Are you fucking dumb?
Cause I don't have screws for the license plate or any zip ties on me. So yeah, let's see if we get pulled over. And we have our first fuel fill up of the E46 ownership.
Look, I like my bitches red bone, ice fat, jello, light skin, yellow, iced out.
Well, we barely made it out to 7-Eleven and I already got pulled over. So I guess you can't drive with no plate in Florida. Fuck. But we still in the E46 chilling. And it has CarPlay, by the way. But yeah, let's see what happens.
R&R down. What happened?
I guess you can't drive with no plates. It's not New York. You can't run.
What do you mean by that?
Bro came back and saved the day. Brought me back to play.
My nigga.
Heartless and mean, mugging at 16 on the scene, watching fiends bugging, kicking up dust with the older G's, soaking up the game that was told to me. I ain't never touched a gap that I couldn't shoot. I learned not to trust a bitch from the prostitutes. Taught lessons, a young nigga asking questions while other suckers was guessing I was gangster sexing. Elementary wasn't meant for me. Cake for credit, I'm headed for.
What's good, YouTube? We made it. Those were actually some nice ass cops, I'm not gonna lie. And the dude that sold me the car, cool ass dude too. He actually left where we met up, where I bought the car from him, and I told him what happened. He literally dropped everything, drove back, gave me his plate, so I'm gonna mail it back to him tomorrow morning. But he didn't have to do that, like, you know, the deal was done. I bought the car, you know, I'm on my own. And he was still nice enough to come back. So now we're on the way back home. We have a little bit more than 2 hours left, and then it'll be dark when I get there. So tomorrow I'll tap back in with you guys, and I'll walk around the car unless we stop somewhere that's well lit. Oh, and one other thing I forgot to show you guys. This 2002 E46 got no check engine light, and it has wireless Apple CarPlay. So yeah, this car is going to be a fire drive back home. Music and everything works too. All the steering wheel buttons work, bro. We're lit. So we made our first stop at Publix, but apparently the Publix in the middle of nowhere closes at 10. So I had to get like one of the pre-made sandwiches, but car's been holding up great so far. Temperature gauge has been pinned in the middle. No really worries about anything right now. And yeah, that's what the car looks like outside in some pretty decent lighting. Dinner is done, or I don't know if you guys call that dinner, but yep, time to head back to Miami. It just broke the hour-and-a-half mark. We only got an hour-and-a-half left back to get to the house, so we're halfway there. Let me show you guys a little setup right now, though. Before I pass this fucking slow-ass truck. We got the Tay live stream on the cluster. We got the CarPlay. And yeah, we just chilling on the highway, bro. Just doing our thing in the E46. Got my girl following behind me. And yeah, we outside. We just broke an hour on our drive home. And the check engine light came on. So I guess that's a warm welcome to E46 ownership. I'll scan the code when I get home because the car's still driving fine. Honestly, I'm surprised. The car literally made it back 3 hours, over 200 miles with no issues for a $2,000 beater. I'm not sure if I said the price yet or not, but this car was $2,000. There's a little bit of clunking coming from the right side suspension. It sounds like a rattle. So I'm definitely gonna have to look over the entire suspension. But yeah, I'll show you guys the car in the morning. Catch y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Good morning, YouTube. So I'm here with the $2,000 E46. It is the next day. We made it back home, but with 3 warnings. Thank God the cop was cool. We didn't end up getting any tickets. So right now I'm gonna give it a start and we're gonna go wash this thing because it is filthy. I love old cars, bro. It's something about starting a car with a key that just hits differently. And just like that, it starts right up. Still got the service engine light on, but car's idling good, starts right up, so not too big of a concern. It is hot as hell out here today in Miami, but we just finished washing the outside. I'm honestly gonna let the sun come down a little bit and it get a little cooler out here before I start tackling the inside, because the interior is what's really rough on it. But let me show you guys how the wash came out. So the inside is where the car gets really rough. There's a lot of like blunt ashes, a whole bunch of miscellaneous parts, and just like dirt in general, especially on like the door panels and the seats and stuff. So once the sun decides it wants to chill out, I'm going to fully wipe down the car, vacuum it, and just try and clean it up to the best of my abilities, because we probably won't end up rocking these seats even though they are sports seats. I'm probably going to throw a set of buckets in here. I know for a fact I'm not going to use that steering wheel. And we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do about the headliner sagging. Maybe some stars? You guys let me know in the comments. I'm going to take you guys on a little POV drive just so you guys can get an idea of the 46. Don't roast me. My manual skills are a little bit rusty. But yeah, the car drives pretty good for a $2,000 BMW. That's actually running, you know. Can't really beat it. So we're gonna hit a couple back roads on the way to the house. Yeah, that's my rustiness. But yo, who else drift car got CarPlay in it, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Buy E46s, right? Just needs a good set of coils and then this shit is set. Alright, I'm gonna do a little second gear pull for you guys. 240 horsepower down, you know, nothing crazy, but it's still moving a little bit. And everything just fell out of my pockets. Oh, this car definitely needs some bucket seats. These seats are not that supportive. So we're gonna wrap this video up right here. In the next video, you guys will see me clean up the interior of this car. You guys already seen what it looks like cleaned up on the outside. There's still some imperfections on the car, and you kind of notice it more after you wash it. And also in the next video, we're gonna be going across everything that's wrong with my 221,000 mile E46 330 Ci. But for a 23-year-old car that still runs and drives this well, I'm honestly impressed. Well done, BMW. For those who say BMW isn't reliable, this is literally an example of a 20-plus-year-old BMW that's still on the road running today. So if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more on the E46 series, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's all free. It really helps the channel out. It'll help the video algorithm well, and then we can move on to bigger and better projects. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me. We're almost at 6,000 subs. Hopefully we can hit 10,000 subs by the end of the year. I know that's probably not too unrealistic of a goal, but I'll try my best to hit it and keep banging out this content for you guys. Also, before I go, let me know what kind of build you guys want to see me do with this car. Do you guys want to see a drift build? Do you guys want to see another stance car? Do you guys want to see a track build? Do you guys want to see something boosted? Let me know in the comments, and I'll take inspiration from what you guys let me know in the comments. So yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.